Yo, what's good, my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another Black Clover mobile video. Hope everybody's been doing well. Hope that these guides have been helpful for you guys, and I hope that everybody's been enjoying the game. You can definitely go down below and leave in the comment section how the game experience has been for you. If you need any help with anything, or if you want me to make a video on something else specific that I have not touched on just yet, definitely go down below in the comments and let me know. You can also let me know if this video is helpful to you, because we will be covering a lot of stuff in this video. We're actually going to be talking about the update that's coming tonight, actually. Now, it says that the update is supposed to be releasing on the Japanese version, or the KR version, I believe, at 4 a.m. Their time, which would be about 3 p.m. where I'm at, EST. So we could either be getting the update at 3 p.m. or what happened last time, we could be getting the update on the Korean version at 3 p.m. and then get another update for the Japanese version 2 hours later at 5 p.m. Either way, the maintenance is looking to be 4 hours, so you know, in that time, do what you will. They will be introducing a lot of new things into the update that are going to be very helpful for free-to-play players and just anybody who's like constantly grinding the game and realize how grindy of an experience it is. We're actually here on my channel first though, because I just want to say thank you guys a lot for all the subscriptions and all of your support. My account has been going up a good amount, I would say. I guess I could say exponentially, honestly, because it goes up a few people a day, not even like one viewer a day. But the channel really has been going up, and I really do appreciate you guys. We're almost at 300, and you know, once we hit 300, then it's just getting to 400, and you know how it is. It's all a matter of the bigger this number looks, the more people think that I'm a reliable source of information, and then they'll start to follow the channel, things like that. So over time, you know, it'll start to accumulate faster and faster. But if you guys are enjoying the content, go down below and click that like button and that subscribe button, and you can hit that notification bell so that every single time I drop some new content, you can be here ready with the info, ready to surpass your limits and become a stronger Magic Knight and even possibly the Wizard King. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so we're actually here on the Black Clover mobile forum. I have it what's the word I'm looking for? I have it bookmarked right here. I can actually leave a link down below. I can leave the specific page link down below so you guys can come over and look at these patch notes yourself if you would like to. So you see right here that maintenance is set to be on the 8th, Thursday, from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. If it was like 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., I'm pretty sure this would say like 1600 to 2000, or 20 o'clock, 16 o'clock to 20 o'clock. Alright guys, so you can see chapter 4, we're going to get commotion in Narin Town. Narin Town is going to be like the little arc where Asta goes to visit Rebecca's orphanage and meet all her little siblings and everything, and then all the kids get kidnapped and they have to go in a cage and they have to fight Nij and Barrow, I think so. Barrow is the dude who doesn't have magic, I think, and he just has like that little monocle that's supposed to be like a scouter, I believe, because he can see the magic power of like people and he determines which kids are worth it or not. Nij has like the snow magic, which he used to hypnotize all the children into coming to the cave, right? Maybe a new oh yeah, his name is Barrow, actually. Oh look, rare Barrow, attachment to wealth is his skill page. Rare Nij, yo, that's crazy. So they're going to be adding in rare characters while also doing, bro, that's crazy, because rare characters in this game also have like a use. I feel like they're not the best, but they do have niche uses. Let's keep reading through this. Base shop added, so the Nairn affinity shop, town shop. New patrol stages added, so this is not going to just add one patrol stage, but it's going to add 2 patrol stages. Definitely want to get your units built up as fast as possible so you can do those new patrol stages, because those new patrol stages are going to make it easier for you to farm up affinity on characters. Memory fragment added, so there's going to be a new SSR skill page that we can get from exploring the area in Nairn and getting all the pieces. New mage character, mage skill added, and then right here is going to show us just the rare characters right now. Mud Magic Barrow and his skill page, attachment to wealth, and then we have Snow Magic Niche and Longing for Friendship is his skill page. New mage character pickup gotcha accompanying the addition of the mage skill. Magic Eyes of the Midnight Sun, Fauna, and mage skill page Burning Hatred are now available. You know we must get both of those, or all 4 rather, because we can see right here that we have Magic Eyes of the Midnight Sun Head, Licked, and magic skill page Condemnation of Light. Then we have a new dice event and an update to Night Battle, or Night Battle is being incorporated into the game. And before, apparently it's somewhere in here, I just want to go ahead and kind of touch on it. Before Night Battle, you were required to be level 2, like a level 2 knighthood or knight order. Now you can be a level 1 knight order and participate, so everyone can get access to that, and that's a good thing, because even if you're not the sweatiest and you can't win it all the way through, there is still possibly some black crystals on the table, so giving you more free currency wherever they can. Addition to hideout housing set, cafe theme, so they added a new theme to the or they added a new piece to a certain theme for the hideout. The end of the following pickup gacha. Pickup gacha for season 1 limited mage and mage skills. Let's get the mage of Clover Academy. So this is the one with teacher Yami, delinquent Asta, and then student not Noel, Mimosa. And then the one for Yami is going to be going, and then the one for Fuegolian is also going to be going. Season 1 limited skill pages and target. Season limited mages and skill pages targeted for pickup a finished gacha will be added to standard gacha after this update. In addition, the season limited mage and skill pages added to the standard gacha after this update will be removed from the standard gacha at the start of the next season. So basically what this means is, even though Yami, Asta, and Mimosa's like banner is leaving the Clover Academy banner, they're going to be in the general pool now just until the season 2 is started, right? So since they're season 1, they are strictly bound to season 1, but we will be getting a different season 1 banner, I guess you could say, and it's not even going to be like a themed banner. I guess the first part of the season has a themed banner, then the next part of the season is more so actually focused on the part of the story that the game is at, and then it'll have this like general SSR kind of like banner, so you can just keep getting your extra copies of units if you would like to. But this is really good though, because I was scared of, I thought it was going to be kind of like Grand Cross collabs, in a sense where if I summon on this banner and then I don't summon anymore and I don't get the character, once the banner is gone, there's no chance of getting the character unless they do some special like occasion type of event later on down the road. But honestly, I feel like that would be kind of stupid, because I'm not too into only being able to get a specific character once in a blue moon. It makes it feel like you have to summon for that character. That's why I don't play. That's why I actually don't like the thought of collabs for this game, unless the collab is something that Tabata wrote himself, because that has chances of coming back. Things that Tabata wrote himself, like Black Clover Quartet Knights, or what is it called? Hungry Joker, things like that, I feel like would be good to like kind of like fuse into the game, just because these are things that have come from Tabata, so he can easily make those a part of the main continuity. Not main continuity, but you know what I mean. Really big W that Yami, the basic pretty much units are going to be on the basic banner, and like I know it sucks that the banner pool just keeps getting bigger and bigger, but you got to think the game just started. The banner pool is still pretty small. We're still at just 41 characters. They're adding 2 new characters right now, and well, 4 more characters with Borrow and Niche, so that will put us at 45 characters. But even still, 45 characters is a little bit compared to the fact that in a year or two we'll already have like 100 and something units, and then you're at that point you're really like digging deep into a well of like emptiness, right? Number 2, major skill pages to be picked up for other finished pickup gachas will be added to each gacha after this update. Contents and provision ratios vary depending on the gacha, so please check before using. So basically what they're saying is that the gachas will have differing rates just because they're going to be adding more and more mages to the general pools. But it says that any gacha that we have where a character is like new initially will just automatically be added into the general banner, which is really nice, because I mean, and it makes sense. Right now we don't have any like festival units. We don't have like specific festivals, so it makes sense that each unit is going to be on the general banner as soon as they come out. There's no special like premium banner that separates a unit to a new tier from the rest. Right now it's just units, right? Improvements. Improved the battle skip system after clearing a normal stage. Blue-green forest, corridor memories, and patrol stage. Skip tickets can be obtained from daily missions, clear rewards, general shops, mage piece shops, and salary receipts at hideouts. So basically, this is saying right here that skip tickets can be obtained from doing your daily missions that we have every day that we have to finish out for the little wheel in our little, and I'll talk more about it when I actually go over skip tickets in this section, because this is kind of like an overview of the whole thing. I'm going to go into everything in depth a little later, but daily missions, I'll show where to find those. General shops are like the little village shops. Oh, you can buy them from the village shops. Ooh, that's crazy. Mage piece shops. So if you're a sweat and you summon a lot, then you can just buy skip tickets straight up. Hopefully there's no limit on it, because if not, ooh. And then salary receipts at hideout. So like whenever the little wheel in your hideout goes all the way up to 100%, you tap on it, you accept the money and the experience and the stamina, they're gonna add skip tickets into that as well. Improved so that 3-time speed mode can be used from the start of, or from the first time you attempt a stage. So that's really good. It'll make things a lot faster. Improved battle tempo. We'll see what this means, because that's just a very vague statement. Story ticket recovery time changed from 4 hours to 3 hours. Now that's incredible. If we do the math, there are 24 hours in a day. 24 divided by 4 is 6. 24 divided by 3 is 8. So realistically, if you're a free-to-play player and you're not able to just dump black crystals into refilling your story tickets, that's possibly netting you 2 more story missions a day, which is helping you get through the story just that much faster. Which, yeah, it doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but in a game where your progress is pretty much locked to how many missions you can do in a day, this is a pretty big deal. So major W here. Adjusted the difficulty of phase 1, the limited time stage subjugation battle Gigas downwards. So they made stage 1 of Battle Gigas easier, meaning that they probably dropped the TP on it. So if they drop the TP on stage 1, they're probably going to drop the TP on every stage after that, just to kind of like make the balance feel proper, because you don't want to do stage 1 and then you have like a really gigantic jump to stage 2. That would be a little ridiculous. Let's see what else. Change the today's play count for limited challenge subjugation battle Gigas in season 1 from 3 times to 5 times. That's great because Battle Gigas actually has a lot of really cool rewards, and we'll talk about that also a little later in the video. But being able to do the mission 5 times a day versus 3 times a day gives you an opportunity to get your hands on all those rewards a lot faster. We apologize for the inconvenience caused by not being able to form mages with the same name in phase 1 and phase 2. Basically, what that is saying is, if I want to use the SR Mimosa in the first phase of the Battle Gigas mission, and then use SSR Mimosa in the second phase of the Battle Gigas mission, I cannot, because those characters share the same name. You could not put characters that have the same name but different titles in the same mission. So you would not be able to use Black Bulls Yami and then Clover Academy Yami in 2 different spots on the mission. That's just not allowed for some reason. It was a bug in the game. But they're actually going to be fixing that the next time that Battle Gigas comes back. And yes, Battle Gigas will be coming back. There actually is 3 different dates when Battle Gigas will be coming back. And I'll have my own separate video on that. So I won't really touch too much on that one in this video. Change the conditions for participation in Night Order battle from level 2 to level 1. That's what I was talking about earlier, how I was saying they made Night Order battle more accessible for people. So now you don't have to be at guild level 2, because that guild experience is intense to get, especially when your guild is somewhat dead and we're going to be kicking out some members and looking for new recruits. So you watch out, Magic Knights. Comment down below, let me know. Join my Discord. Improved so that the support mages can be used in normal challenge Corridor of Memories. Now, I didn't know support mages couldn't be used in Corridor of Memories, because I typically don't use a support mage. I use a healer, a tank, an attacker, and then a debuffer. That's like my typical team. Adjusted the difficulty level of normal challenges, blue-green forest, and dungeon downwards. Now we're going to try to figure out exactly what dungeon is when we're looking at this, but blue-green forest is just the experience stage. So they're going to increase they're going to adjust the difficulty to make it a little easier to do. I'm actually from the second to last stage on blue-green forest. So if they do that and make it easier, I will be able to beat the last stage and just auto skip ticket that for legendary potions, which will be really nice. Change today's purchase count of stamina sold at the Mage Peace Shop from 2 to 4. So instead of just being able to buy 2 sets of stamina, I think it's like 80 stamina per purchase. Instead of buying 2 stamina, you can buy, instead of buying stamina twice, you can buy stamina 4 times, which instead of being 160 stamina, extra stamina for the day, it'd be 320 extra stamina for the day. They're also going to fix some bugs. Phenomenon of which mages with the same name cannot be formed in phase 1 and phase 2 of Battle Gigas. Academy with most of special attack in the arena defense team. Oh yeah, I saw that actually. So right here, this is saying that if you use Schoolgirl Mimosa and she is on your defense team, if you use her revive, it doesn't revive anybody. And actually, I noticed that when I was playing. That's why I switched my defense team from Mimosa to somebody else, to Finroll. But I was going against the bot team, and I killed a certain enemy in the first turn. And Mimosa got to her ultimate. She did her ultimate, and it just didn't revive the ally. And I'm just like, bro, what in the world is that? Terrible optimization. In Battle Gigas, a phenomenon in which difficulty level different from the difficulty level being challenged selected when performing start over after a battle. So I guess after you start over a fight against Battle Gigas, you end up on a different difficulty level. Yeah, that is weird. When forming a team for phase 1 of the limited time challenge Battle Gigas, when you tap the skill reservation setting, the 2-phase skill reservation setting is displayed, and the 1-phase skill reservation cannot be performed. So setting up the auto battle pretty much. Crash occurs when progressing through 50 or more stages in a limited time dungeon, Phantom Hall of Fame. If Phantom Hall of Fame is a little thing in the dungeon where you can go up to 70 stages, absolutely correct, because I was just doing it before. I was farming that up a little bit because I need to use my account to kind of like show some of the stuff in this video. I was actually farming that stage, or trying to beat stage 60 of that, and literally it just keeps freezing on me whenever I do Yami's AoE, so it's very irritating, and I'm glad they're fixing that. Added a limit on the daily maximum points that can be obtained with your own defense team wins in arena. The phenomenon that the event banner of first purchase bonus for 3 days is displayed again. A team that includes a mage, Black Bull Commander Yami, main story chapter 3's Midnight's Evil's Eyes. Objective, a rare crash occurs when clearing and defeating Catherine. I also experienced that as well. Yes. The compensation for the maintenance is going to be 220 black crystals. Maintenance compensation will be sent to your mailbox, obviously. You must accept it by the 10th. So Saturday. Saturday for them, so like Friday for us. If you're a mage who has mistakenly used the unique mage piece to rank up and would like to receive compensation, please contact below and then hit the information desk. I'm not going to choose this because I don't remember that I used mage pieces incorrectly during the Clover process, but at the same time, I don't care. I'm going to just spend more money. This is the overview for the notes, and honestly, we're only 2 weeks out, and this is a pretty good, like, in-depth patch notes. Like, from reading this, I can tell exactly what they're going to be fixing with the game, and I really do appreciate that. They really have been listening to the player base a lot and changing things kind of, like, on the fly, it feels like. But now, let's go ahead and, like, go in and kind of, like, talk about each thing specifically. New mage, Midnight's Eye, Evil Eye, Fauna, and this mage skill page, Burning Hatred, are now available. And the pickup gotcha, the discharge rate of the mage, Magic Eyes, and Midnight Sun Fauna, and the mage skill page, Burning Hatred, is increased. Honestly, though, they're talking about this like it's its own thing. And if it was her and Licked together, I feel like it would show them together, right? So, are they on their own separate banners? Nah, if they was together, I think they'll be showing up in the promotional art together, high key. So yeah, I think these might be 2 separate banners. Hope not, but it's a possibility. Which, if it is 2 separate banners, that might be better that way, because you don't want to go summoning deep and you like max out Licked in his skill page and you don't get Fauna at all. So as you can see, we actually have information on Licked and Fauna, but also Raya and Veto. I'm very hyped for Veto. Veto's probably going to be like the boss of like chapter 5, I feel like. I don't know, because like chapter 4 is just like really emphasizing these two. But Licked is going to be green, he's going to be an attacker. Fauna is going to be blue and she's going to be an attacker. Which makes sense. Fauna could have been a debuffer for like burn or something like that, but I mean I can see her being an attacker too. That still makes sense. Raya is going to be a green attacker, so that's going to be interesting. Green, dirty green team. Like hold on, Raya and Licked. Raya Licked with Mimosa to keep them alive, and then like a green support, like a little crazy. And then we have Veto right here, but I wouldn't maybe not recommend a mono green team. But we have Blue Veto right here, and he's a defender, so another tank, a blue tank. Mars is another blue tank that does exceptionally well, and I don't imagine they're going to be releasing units to make them worse than the other units they already had. We actually have animation for, okay, calm down. We're going to just play them in order. Oh, wait. We got Raya's like little summon animation. You can see that he has the little ability he copied from Yami. So that it looks like they're going to be emphasizing that ability a lot. Okay, okay. We have Fauna right here. Fauna looks really good with Salamander there. Fauna looks like little Uzi with the crystal in her forehead, but we'll let it slide. Ooh, Salamander looks crazy. Bro, just wait. Just wait till like everybody gets their own little like beast and everything on their like little shoulder. It's gonna look so cool. And whenever they get new costumes, the beast is also gonna get a new little costume with them too. It's gonna be fire. But nah, Fauna's looking good. Her summon animation. Let's look at this man Licked. Light whips, okay. Ooh, okay, okay. I feel like this man Licked is gonna have like a self-heal or something like that. Or wait, actually, his kit is like right here. Yeah, we'll start with Fauna because she's the first picture. Skill 1, Salamander's Prank. Fires a magic fireball, dealing damage to a single enemy. Chance of inflicting burn, continuous damage to enemy for X turns. Yeah, X% chance of dealing burn or inflicting burn. Okay, okay. Skill 2, Salamander's Whims. Salamander fires a huge flame forward, dealing damage to all enemies. Let's say, yeah, she's got to have AoEs. Yep, 2 AoEs right here. I knew it. If even one enemy has burn, continuous damage, apply %X vampire to yourself before attacking. So it seems, oh, because originally Fauna could heal, so that's really interesting. You apply burn to an enemy, and then whenever you attack, if there's burn on any of the enemies, you get life steal. Oh, I like that. I like that. Dude, that sounds pretty cool. Her ultimate is going to be Salamander's Sigh. Fires a breath of Salamander forward, dealing damage to all enemies. Applies level X, all attack power increase, buff effect to self for X turns. So, not an amplify. No, no, no. This is just like a buff self before you attack and then attack. So it's just, she's just big damage, really. She's just big damage and lifesteal. She's bully red units. She is bully red units. So she's gonna try to bully Yami, but if my Mars can keep her properly locked down, keep her stunned, then I should be okay. Her passive is X%, and I'm guessing this is the, yes, this is the passive when she awakens to LR. Per X% damage increase when health is above X%. So she's gonna be hitting hard at the beginning of the game too, because she's gonna start at full health. Unless you get, like, if you get the first turn and you have like Finroll or something, you can boost her speed, and you have Lotus, you can lower somebody else's speed, right? And you can get her going first and like boost her speed and everything. Oh, dude, she's gonna be nasty. Awakening passive, X% increased damage amount. Okay. So I guess she just increases the amount of damage she does with her awakening passive. So Fauna seems to be very big damage. That lifesteal mechanic seems very interesting though. I could have just pressed next. This is for Raya. We'll skip over that. Skill 1, Sword of Light Condemnation. Throws a thorny lightsaber made of light. Obviously, lightsaber made of light, dealing damage to a single enemy. Attack after applying level X critical rate increase. Buff effect to self. Man, I wish you could give that increase to like, or what if it was like he attacked but he boosted everybody's critical rate, because he'd be really good to run with Yami to counter Licked. Using Licked with Yami to counter Licked, insanity. Skill 2, Judgment Light Whip. Swings a whip of light, dealing damage to a single enemy. Attack after applying level X critical rate increase, buff effect to self. Attack after applying the level X defense penetration buff to... Yeah, he's gonna be hitting hard, bro. Special skill, Ray of Light. Devours enemies with a huge beam of light, dealing damage to all enemies. Good. Attack after applying level X critical rate increase. So he's just crit. He's just crit. And he's gonna be fast as shit, because like he's light speed, bro. X% increase to speed. X% increase to critical damage. Lick makes my head hurt already. I'm definitely gonna have to build this man Licked out and use him against some dude. Licked, Flagolian, Fauna, and then one other. I'm seeing some things cook up already. Let's look at Raya and Veto, just because they're here. It's not showing them in the update, but I just want to go over them. Skill 1, Imitation Dark Magic Continuous Slash. Yeah, so he's just riding Yami pretty much for his skill set. Continuous fires dark slashes, dealing damage to all enemies. If you have a buffing effect as X% damage, what? If you have a buffing effect, is it deal X% damage as an extra attack? These translations are a little... But yeah, that makes sense. It feels like it works kind of like Yuno's move, but instead of having to get a crit or killing an enemy first, you have to have a buff first, and then you'll do another additional attack. Because Yuno, I think, does like 35% extra attack with his skill 1 if he crits or kills somebody. Skill 2, Imitation Dark Magic, Gale Slash. A blade enhanced by dark magic deals damage to a single enemy. Copies X enemy's buff effect. You can copy buffs? SP, Imitation Dark Magic, Dark War / Ignorance. Blows powerful dark magic, dealing damage to all enemies. Extra attack with X% damage if you have 2 or more buff effects. Attack after applying X% damage, increase buff effect for each buff effect granted to you. So with Raya, you're going to be stealing people's buffs. And then you can have other units on your team that buff him as well. Then you're going to do your ultimate. His ultimate has extra attack. And it does extra percentage of damage if you have 2 or more buffs on. And gives you like a proportional buff to the amount of buff. This is so stupid, bro. Raya is going to be gross. Recover X% of maximum HP when the buff effect on you ends. 1 time per wave. Awakening passive. Attack power increased by X% when the buff effect on you ends. Up to X stacks. Raya looks a little crazy, a little nutty. It's going to be a seasonal Veto? Oh, skill 1. Destructive blow. And he's going to be blue, remember that. Inflicts damage on enemies by swinging arms strengthened by demon magic. Attack after applying an X% damage increase, strengthening effect in proportion to your lost HP. And he's a tank, so he's probably going to have, like, taunt? Yes. He has enhanced taunt. Recovers with great regenerative power. Or skill 2 play. Recovers with great regenerative power. Applies body enhancement effect on self for X turns. Applies recovery effect on yourself by X% of maximum HP. Ooh, high self-preservation. I like that. Special skill is Despair. Releases an overwhelming amount of mana dealing damage to all enemies. X% chance to apply enhanced taunt effect to enemy for X turns. Ooh. If enemy's HP is less than X%, gain immortality effect for X turns once per battle. And then Awakening passive is going to be damage reduction when attacked by X% for each debuff applied to you. Wow. So with extra debuffs, he gets extra damage reduction. If you're below a certain amount of HP, you just can't kill him. This man also has an enhanced taunt, which we had to see what enhanced taunt does. This man has high self-preservation with his recovery skills. And this man does increase damage for the amount of HP that he's missing. The Eye of the Midnight Sun already sounds pretty damn ridiculous. Let's go ahead and talk about skip tickets now. And for this, we're going to actually hop into the game. Okay, guys, now we're actually in the game on my account here. So now we want to talk about skip tickets and talk about why they're so important and how we can get skip tickets. Skip tickets are going to be very important because they let you skip 3 stages. You can skip the experience dungeon, you can skip the patrol stages, and then you can also skip memory hall so that you can get extra black crystals. I have been grinding this game like non-stop, dumping all of my resources into all my characters as soon as I can, right? And I'm still trying to work on getting my characters LR. I have all 41 characters, but I only have 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I only have 1/4 of the characters LR right now, and that in itself just took so much grinding. And the skip tickets are going to make this such a faster process because the first and foremost thing that you need in this game, well, gold. You need Yule, but there's not a direct stage where you can just farm Yule. So Yule just kind of comes as you farm other things. I have noticed that I do get a pretty decent amount of gold from the experience stage whenever I farm that up. So let's talk about the experience stage first. So they're talking about lowering the difficulty on the experience stage. If they do that, then I would be able to actually do the last level of the experience stage because this level is kind of hard to beat right now for me. But that's just because my typing isn't working too well against to my advantage. We can see right here I beat the 171,000 version stage, and my team power is literally only 168,000. But when I beat the 171,000 stage, it was only 149,000. So that's how much my typing is kind of like cucking me on this. But when you look at these experience stages, you'll see right here. Actually, I'm on the iPad, so I can just do this. You'll see right here that is showing you the reward. I'm pretty sure that this reward they're showing right here is like the guaranteed drop. So like for stage 11, you are guaranteed to get the red, or not red, you're guaranteed to get the UR or the SSR experience potion. Now, you can see them down here as well. But yeah, if you go up a little more, you can see that there is a chance of getting the legendary or the UR skill potion. Obviously, the higher that you go, the more chances that you have of getting the higher rarity one. And look right here. It even seems like the legendary potion is going to be guaranteed on this last level here. So realistically, it wasn't about, I feel like, getting to a point where you could auto farm every single stage, because you're just going to be able to skip ticket every single stage anyway. But it's more so just like at least beating the stage on that level just once. Now, you're not going to be able to auto skip ticket like every single stage in the game. Just patrol stages, memory hall, and this stage, the blue-green forest, the experience stage. If we come over to the affinity stages right here, we can actually see that there's 2 per chapter. So we're going to get chapter 4. That's going to introduce new 2 affinity stages, and those affinity stages will be giving us more affinity points than these two stages right here in chapter 3. And the reason why that is important is because free-to-play players, whenever you get a mage, if it is an SSR mage, the SSR mage has enough duplicates in their friend system to get them. So it says I only have 4 left over now. That's because I've already gotten 1 from his dupe system, because I've gotten his affinity to level 2 already. But if you look here, you can see there are 4 more shards for this character specifically in his thing. And you have these little clovers right here, which you can use to fill out the petals and not waste your duplicates whenever you're awakening your characters, right? So farming your character experience is going to be very important. Now, instead of letting your game sit on BlueStacks, your iPad, or your phone, whatever you're playing on, and instead of letting that sit all day and just grinding stages and not being able to touch the game and play the game like we all want to, because it is a fun game, we can now use skip tickets to just hard burn through those affinity stages. And all we have to do is beat the affinity stage once, and then we can just skip ticket it scotch-free. So do be working on these affinity stages and the experience stages, because those skip tickets are going to help you to grow your account tremendously if you were struggling with it before. Also, this here is going to be your memory hall. That's the other place where you can use that's the other place where you can use your skip tickets. And this is really good because in Memory Hall, you do have a chance. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Okay, there's not more to look at. You always get the 24 black crystals, like every single run that you do. You see I have 6 full tickets and I need to do some runs because the game is going to be updating tomorrow. Well, I don't need to do too many runs. I need to save some story tickets because the game will be updating tonight, actually. Then you can see here we also have a chance of getting this really good SSR General Crystal, Dupe Crystal, SR and Rare also. And then medals for the Affinity Shop, which the Affinity Shop is super duper important. And now this is going to be another way for you to quickly grind Affinity medals, being able to skip ticket these stages and also being able to skip ticket Affinity stages. Because on the Affinity stages, you only get 1 medal per run. But if you can skip ticket 100 of them in one sitting, then 100 medals sounds pretty good to me. If you can skip ticket this 6 times real quick because you already finished story, then at the very least, you're getting 30 medals off of this stage, which is a nice little which is a nice little boost to your medals, right? Now, where do we acquire skip tickets? Skip tickets can either be acquired from clearing daily missions. So if we come right here, you can actually tap that. These are your daily missions. Once you fill these daily missions out, you actually get these rewards over here. And as you can see, when the game resets today, I'm actually going to finish those missions one more time. Finish this right here says claim the last mission of the daily missions for the week. And I'm going to claim this last mission over here when the game resets. It's going to give me this, and then I'll have 3 tickets. I'll have this, and I'll have this. So these are missions you're going to be doing anyway. So they're just going to be adding skip tickets into this now. Because the rewards from this are really like kind of like whatever, like 10 black crystals, 10,000 gold, 10,000 gold, 10 black crystals, stamina. So it's just always like 10 black crystals. So no, it's not. Then it goes to stamina, experience potion, and then 10,000 gold. So as you can see, the rewards from this are decent. But with them adding skip tickets to it, it's going to be way, way better. Another place that you can get your skip tickets from are going to be the general shops. So let's go. You see me come to the village, and then I can just tap this little kiosk right here. Us is gonna walk over, and that's gonna be the general shop. And there's one in each chapter. So Naren is gonna be introduced into the game, and now another thing that I did not think about: with you being able to skip ticket affinity stages, you are going to be able to level up your village affinity so fast now. But yeah, this little shop right here. So I guess they're just gonna be adding in skip tickets in here somewhere, and as you know, I'm going to grind up as much as I need to so that I can buy all of them. Then another place that you can get skip tickets is going to be the Mage Peace Shop. So if we go to the shop here, Mage Peace Shop. Whichever tab. It's probably going to be in this tab here. I don't see them making you use premium currency for that, but right here, yeah. Then the last place that you can get it is the salary receipt at the hideout. So the salary receipt at the hideout is going to be this right here. Whenever you tap on this and you accept this and you get gold, experience, and stamina from it. Instead of getting gold, experience, and stamina, you're now going to get gold, experience, stamina, and skip tickets. So that's all the places that they're going to be throwing skip tickets in. And you already heard me go over the reasons why skip tickets are so important. So definitely get your hands on as many skip tickets as you can. I maybe would say if you're like a free-to-play player and the grind is really, really hard for you, go ahead and use those skip tickets to start building your characters up. But if you are a free-to-play player and you're looking to surpass your limits and keep grinding these stages out naturally and just save your skip tickets for whenever we get stages in the future that are really, really worth using the skip tickets on. I mean, but they also do limit the stages that you can use them on. So to each their own, right? This is my knighthood, and we currently are not able to access knighthood battle or knight order battle. But with the new update coming, they actually will be making it so that level 1 guilds can do Night Order Battle. And Night Order Battle, let me grab my phone and translate real quick. So Night Order Battle is actually going to be 3rd from the bottom right here. It says Confrontation. So this makes me imagine this is going to be like Knighthood Boss, Night Order Boss. This is going to be Night Order Battle. Tap on that. You can see right here, there are already some pretty... Now, this I would like to achieve because you can get an SR or SSR skill page. I'm still currently missing 7 skill pages in the game, and one of them is Voltos. So even if I cannot get an SSR skill page from this, Voltos will suffice, especially because I am setting up a guide, and Voltos is one of the characters included in the guide. Oh, shit. Yo, that's crazy. I never looked into the knighthood stuff, but man, this is all really good. These little chests right here actually just give you ingredients for cooking, but that's super important because cooking food is absolutely impactful in this game. If we look right here, that cannot be viewed yet. And then we just see this, and it's just me on my lonely lone. Okay, so yeah, they'll be implementing some things to make knighthood more accessible for everybody. Everybody will be able to get in there, able to get those rewards. Hopefully, we can all kind of like make off with some good rewards. Everybody can't be a winner, right? But whoever does want to get the best rewards, and whoever else is in the competition, hopefully they get good rewards as well. Next, we're gonna talk about just like any extra information that was kind of like left over, not a part of the update, but it's just kind of like extra information that's just floating around on Twitter or whatever, wherever, right? So another one of the characters that are going to be implemented into the game with this update are going to be Sister Teresa. She's probably going to be like an SR. She already has a combo skill with Ghost. If you look at Ghost and you look at his skills, you can actually see, or I can just show it. If we look at Ghost's combo skills right here, you can actually see Sister Teresa's like picture is already right here. So we already knew Sister Teresa was going to be in the game just from that information alone. But yeah, Sister Teresa, exploded fire, dealing damage to a single enemy. If the enemy has DOT, grant X percentage of magic recovery to all allies. Creates a cross shield. Creates a cross-shaped explosion that damages all enemies. Inflicts burn, continuous damage to all enemies for X turns. If the enemy's HP is less than X%, inflict burn, continuous damage to the enemy for X turns. Her ultimate is going to be creates a candle that heals all allies. Gives recovery effect of X% of magic power to a designated ally. Grants recovery effect to all allies by X% of magic power. She has no passive because she's an SR. And then her awakening passive is going to be that she gets damage reduction, which honestly I don't know that I like that, because I know that SR Mimosa also gets damage reduction for her awakening passive, and I'm just like, if you're going to make these SR characters and you want them to be useful and have a place in the game, I'd probably say make them useful, but not useful, but because she sounds useful, but make them a little more diverse. Niche. Oh, so we can actually see their skills. Niche, Snow Friends. Punch with a snowman, dealing damage to a single enemy. X chance of inflicting freeze status element for 1 turn. Creates a cold blizzard that damages all enemies. Level X incapacitate, applies debilitating effect, kind of bad translated. Okay. Special, Snowline Rock. Throws a giant eye prison that surrounds enemies, dealing heavy damage to all enemies. X% chance of freezing status element on enemies for X turns. No passive. His awakening passive is increased penetration. Sounds weird. Borrow, Mudman. Creates a Mudman that deals damage to a single enemy. X% of chance of applying taunt effect to an enemy for 1 turn, so he's a defensive unit. Creates a mud shield to protect yourself. Apply barrier to self by X% of maximum HP for X turns. Swinging arms that have heavy mud muscle punch. Swinging arms that have become heavy with mud, dealing damage to a single enemy. Grants level X defense increase buff effect to all allies for X turns. And his thing is also damage reduction. Like, I get it, damage reduction is good, but like, you can't just do damage reduction for every single unit. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is that we already have some info on Season 2 characters, but it's very vague information. We don't have all the information like we have on these other characters that are coming out right now. We have a Season 2 Yuno. Now, all these units is going to be Yuno, Ghost, and Charlotte. Yuno, Ghost, and Charlotte are all going to be blue. Yuno is going to be a support type unit, I believe. Where? There's another tweet. No, Yuno's not a support. I'm sorry. Ghost is a blue support. Charlotte is a blue attacker. Unit is a blue debuffer, which is going to be really nice because there's no SSR Yuno yet, and I'm very excited to get my hands on this Yuno and see how he does. Also see his costume because he looks really sauced up in his little like skill page art. And we can find that. But yeah, this man Yuno is going to have his skill 1 is going to be Sleep Raid. Throws a blade of wind that travels along the ground, dealing damage to a single enemy. So pretty much we don't know the effects, but we can tell right now this is going to be single target. Skill 2 is Water Sprout. Creates a water whirlpool in an enemy camp, dealing damage to all enemies. So that one's AoE. Watermelon Cutting. Inflicts a powerful wind blade blow on the watermelon and the enemy, dealing damage to all enemies. Okay. So 2 AoEs, 1 involving watermelon and water. So Yuno's going to be using his wind to manipulate water, obviously. Ghost Season 2, Skill 1, and this is the support. Mirror Sun. Fires a beam of warm sunlight from a mirror, dealing damage to a single enemy. Skill 2, Mirror's Tanning. Reflects the warm sunlight to an ally, giving a buff to designated ally. That's probably going to be like a power-up buff, or like crit rate buff, or something like that. Speed, maybe, because of light. I don't know. SP. Cute Marie is the best. Empowered by a cute appearance of Marie, grants a buff to all allies. Okay. That's interesting. Season 2 Charlotte. Skill 1, Thorn Vine difficulty. Slams the whip of her Thorny Vines, dealing damage to a single enemy. Thorny Vines, I said that. Skill 2, Blow Smash. Deals damage to a single enemy with a strong smash beach ball. Special skill, Where's this body? Swings a whip of thorns several times, inflicting damage to all enemies. I like that. So it seems like she'll be high damage on her like basic skills, and her ultimate is going to hit everybody. and I'm very curious to see what her passives are. Also, the last thing that I kind of want to cover in this video, we already have the time frames for the seasons. So, I made a video talking about how I think the seasons will function, and I still think that they'll function in that way where they will cycle out new characters per season, and the season will kind of be like will retain all of the overhead events, and then like all the little events within the season, like the summons and all that, will kind of like switch out, right? They'll have like 2 per season, and then we'll eventually get deeper into the game where they have more per season. But they already have the first 4 seasons planned out, I guess, because they already have dates for when they want them to come out. Season 2, I'm gonna say, is probably gonna start at the underwater temple arc, which might be like chapter like 5 for the game. So maybe we get chapter 4 right now. We play through chapter 4, we get all of that over with. Season 2 starts up on the 6th, and on the 6th we get chapter 5, and that's the underwater temple. That's why I'll have to show it, but that's why Charlotte is in like a bikini, and Yuno is in a is in kind of like a beach, kind of like floral type of like top, right? But I wish we could see the Ghosh's outfit, because the Ghosh should probably be dripped up too. But season 2 is going to be from June 29th to July 26th. Season 3 is going to be from July 27th to August 30th. Then season 4 is going to be from August 31st to September 27th, which is fire because my birthday is in September. So maybe something new will drop on my birthday or close to my birthday, and then I'll have a crazy like celebration stream for that. But yeah, they're already planning ahead for the seasons. The seasons don't look to be related to the story at all, which honestly, it never seemed that way from the start, because Clover Academy is a cover page from chapter 198 of Black Clover, which is way deeper in the story than chapter 1 of the actual story. So the seasons are not directly linked to the story in the game, but the seasons do always add something interesting to each one of the seasons, I guess you could say, or to each one of the chapters or whatever, right? But that's going to be all the information that I'm here to cover for today. Hope you guys are ready for this update. Hope you guys have been grinding out properly and are ready for these skip tickets and can get the biggest benefit off of them that you can. But that's going to be your boy DEADMANVINCE signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed this like kind of like patch notes breakdown and just kind of like everything breakdown. If you guys did enjoy the video, then you can go down below and dark cloak here that subscribe button. Y'all like that? Y'all like that, bro? I'm BattleManVince. You can also dark cloak here that subscribe, that notification bell, so that every single time I drop a video, you get notified and you can be in here increasing your hostile mana. But that's gonna be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. Hope you guys did enjoy. Peace out.